Hello, hello. I am making matcha today. I don't normally do this. I don't normally make them every day, but I like I like the energy that I get out of it because I used to have coffee and I got the energy very fast, but it also dropped very fast and I didn't really like that. So my mom bought this and she tried the first time and she was like, "Wow, maybe I'm have like an allergy reaction." I was like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "I don't know. I was vomiting. I was drooling. I couldn't take it." And I was like, "How much did you put?" She said 2 tablespoons. And she didn't even read on the side on the side of the box. It says 1 to 2 teaspoon. And I said, "Mom, you're not having an allergy reaction. You just overdose." So I told her that, and she was like, "Are you sure?" I said, "Yeah." And so what I usually make is 1 to 2 tablespoons as well, but sometimes I do less than that because even though I drink it at 11 in the morning, I was still feeling the caffeine until around 6, 7 p.m. So yeah. And another thing I'm going to add is honey. And I normally just eyeballing the amount, but maybe I should actually measure them because last time it was way too sweet. So today I feel like I want to do something, but I'm looking at the weather and I'm not sure. I wanted to explore town. This is one of the activities and a hobby that I have been wanting to do. I want to explore town. Like I literally just want to walk on a footpath. I never done that. And my city, I would say we have a lot of old buildings, like old structures, and I never really care about that. But since I started sketching about 4 days ago, looking at architectural items or buildings have been something that shift my perspective. I feel like I look at one corner of that building a little bit way too long because I was looking at the line of how, and I was looking at the color there, like the shape right here and there, and it become very fascinating. But I want to act like a tourist in my own city, like that. But it's 11 right now and it's a bit cloudy. I'm gonna see around 1 p.m. if the sun is coming out. I might not go, but if it's still cloudy like this, maybe I'm gonna give it a go because I never look at my city in the tourist eyes. In the tourist eyes, like I grew up in this city, so for me, it's a hometown and it's a small city. I I don't really see there's something much to watch or to see, right? But I've changed and I learned to see things differently. I learned to embody what I have. I learned to accept things for what they are and just embrace it instead of against it. When I was young, I was always against everything. I was against the culture, local music. I hate it. I couldn't bear hearing it. It would really make me upset. I would get really upset if I hear anywhere, right? Especially in my own home. But now I have more understanding. I would say I've also grown up and I understand that there's nothing wrong with them. There's nothing wrong with the culture. There's nothing wrong with the music. It was simply me being like, I was rejected my reality. I was rejected where I was and I wanted something better. This was about 5 to 6 years ago, but I'm no longer that person. And right now, I want to walk in the town of my city, like a tourist. I want to see what people see when they come to town because I drive past many roads in my town and I know where is what. But I never actually look at it from a tourist perspective. And that could be something fun. And because I started to sketch too, that makes wandering around town becomes fun. I don't have a brush, so I'm just gonna use this instead. So yeah, I think that's the activity I want to do today, and I'm going to bring you guys with me because I do also want to share perspective, some different perspective from as a tourist. You know, the different perspective as a tourist, but it's actually coming from a local like me, who's looking at my own city in the tourist eyes. So, and this is actually something I have been wanting to talk about. I used to be that girl who doesn't like anything about my culture, doesn't like anything about my home, doesn't like anything about the people. Like I was, yeah, that kid, you know? And I was always trying to get away. Always trying to run away to find something for myself, you know, always trying to prove that I could do better, things like that.